As we are honored this evening,
Bill Davis, Paula Howard, Tammy Woodley, Ebony McNeil, Robert Manley, Mark Polnich, Megan McGee, and Steve Bland. Counselors, Mrs. Linda Curda and Mrs. Linda Morrison. Class Vice President, Catherine Morrill. Soloist, Stephanie Fisher. Class Sponsor, Mr. Frank Buba. Band Director, Ms. Lynn Marlin. Superintendent of the Trumbull County Joint Vocational School, Mr. Rossner. Warranty Harding Assistant Principals, Mr. Paul Trina and Ms. Claudia von Oswalden. Board of Education members, Mr. Nick Frankos and Mrs. Lynn Gibson. Board President, Dr. Robert Angelo. Class President, Tanisha Phillips. Valedictorian, Tiffany Jones. Warranty Harding Principal, Mr. William Mullane. Superintendent, Dr. Dale Frederick. Associate Superintendent, Mrs. Jane Raffel. Board of Education members, Mr. Robert Faulkner and Mrs. Linda Metzendorf. And Assistant Principals, Mr. Gilbert Jepson and Mr. Don Fowler.
It is my pleasure as principal at Warren G. Harding to present the graduating class of 1997. More than 300 seniors here tonight. We have sent 265 transcripts to colleges and universities on their behalf. Both Patricia Fleming and Garrett Wanders completed their graduation requirements early and attended both YSU and KSU respectively this year. Our seniors, under the leadership of Mrs. Lynn Grishow and the Youth Volunteer Council and Gary Ricchini and the Interact Club, have performed more than 3,000 hours for one club and 10,000 hours for the other this year in community service. 14 of these seniors volunteered 265 hours or more each. Monique Ingram volunteered more than 600 hours, and Ebony McNeil, who is our most outstanding volunteer, with 700 hours of community service, which included the requirements to meet the IFB International Baccalaureate. Overall, our school has performed well this year. We've had students represent us at the Buckeye Girls State, with Catherine Morrill and Laura Annenberg. Karen Borrego and Tammy Woodley were their alternates. Buckeye Boys State this year was represented by Stephen Bland, Josh Maurice, Mark Polenick, and Garrett Wonders. The alternate was Ben Shaw. We've enjoyed this year having a foreign exchange student, Camila Brunellis, who is graduating tonight, and she is from Brazil, and I'd like to have her stand and take a round of applause. This year, as of today, our seniors have received more than $205,000 in scholarships. It is my pleasure, on behalf of the faculty, the staff, and administration of the Warren City Schools, to present tonight to Dr. Robert Angelo, Board President, the class of 1997, and to certify that they have met the requirements that are put forth by the State of Ohio and the Board of Education. So with that, I present to you the graduating class of 1997.
Thank you, Mr. Mullane. I know I'm not supposed to speak tonight, really, but I got permission for Mr. Mullane to say a few words as long as I was brief, and I always listen to my elders.
president of the board to say a few things tonight, given the events of the last week. First, I do have to say, Mr. Francos and Mr. Faulkner are both out of the state this evening. As board members, this is truly the most satisfying evening we have doing our job. They send their most sincere regrets as well as their congratulations. When I was a boy of 14, my father was so ignorant, I could hardly stand to have the old man around. But when I got to be 21, I was astonished at how much he had learned in 7 years. That's kind of my way of saying, I know there's nothing I'm going to tell you folks tonight that you're really going to take serious tonight. But maybe in 7 or 10 years, you will reflect back on the investment your community in particular and this society in general made in you in a public education. And at that time, you may try and find a way to both support and improve public education in your community. All that being said, the long-winded 30-year-old guy's done, except to say, Mr. Mullane, it is with great pride that the Warren City Board of Education accepts the 1997 graduating class from Warren G. Harding.
David Michael Littler.
What are they doing?
Janetta Alice Lyles.
What are they doing? Screwed up.
Joshua Martin Maurice. Abigail Armstrong Davis. Paula Diane Howard. Tammy Ann Whitley. Ebony Simone McNeil. Robert Michael Manley. Mark Frederick Polnick. Megan Elizabeth McGee. Stephen Joseph Bland.
As we prepare to conclude the ceremonies today, it would be appropriate to reflect once again on what this occasion should signify within the larger context of our lives. This is not a feat which in the end will represent the pinnacle of lifetime accomplishments. Instead, we aspire to even greater successes in the years ahead. Today's ceremonies should represent the beginning of a new life as a free and independent adult, ultimately committed to creative and rewarding work. To achieve this type of success, we must each fully recognize the importance of our individual ability and integrity. for intellect, innovation, logic, all of the qualities essential for progress and achievement, are functions not of any group or collective, but of the individual reasoning mind. By utilizing these resources to the fullest when working toward our personal goals, we can each achieve everything we desire. For those who understand and live by these principles, the satisfaction of today's recognition will be dwarfed by the limitless successes of the future. Thank you.
Would everyone please stand for the singing of our alma mater? The words are referred to in the back of your paper. You may join in. So that the graduated class of 1997 may recess.